Hi, my name is Dr. Robert Bray, and I want to talk to you for a few minutes about sexual abuse and the definition of it. Oftentimes when people are watching a video like this, it's because something has happened and they're trying to figure out, well, was that abuse? Was that assault? Was that violence? And the question is a very difficult one, especially if you're just in this very emotional space that comes from having experienced something like that. So first I would just want to say, I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm sorry that that happened to someone you love. These are terrible things, and it is violence in the worst form. So if you wonder, has there been some kind of abuse or violence, you just ask yourself, did I give my permission for this to happen? If you didn't give your permission, then it is considered violence. It's considered a crime. The important thing to keep in mind here is that all of us have a right to be safe in our own bodies. We have a right to give expression to our own thoughts. We have a right to give expression to our own feelings. But mostly we have a right to be safe in our body. And if someone wants to do something with our body and we don't give permission for it, we're not safe. And that's a violation of a very basic human right. And in California, where I live, it's also a violation of a law. So when you ask yourself, what is it? It is some kind of assault, a violation of your right that involves some kind of sexual activity. And it doesn't have to be, a full-blown kind of like, oh my God, we had intercourse. It could be anything having to do with someone touching you in a sexual way that you didn't give permission for. Now, sometimes it is confusing. And it's hard to know, well, did I say that was okay? Did I imply that was okay? Well, just remember, at some point you may have said, well, okay, I didn't say no when he wanted to kiss me. But when you did say no, that was the end of it. Because that's now he's violating your right to be safe in your own body. Now, it may be difficult for you to be able to, as we talk about the definition of things in pretty broad terms, because of all this emotion that's going on. Now, if you are having some overwhelming emotion, you should go to my website to www.rlbray.com, easy to get to, and there's a button that says Try TFT. When you do that, I'll take you through a tapping sequence, a couple of minutes, that'll help you get rid of some of that overwhelming emotion that you're having. And you should do that before you go back to thinking about, well, what was happening? What did I do or didn't do? You can't figure all that out when you got all this emotion going on. Use the thought field therapy to tap that down a bit, and then go back to looking at what the definition is that you work with, that has meaning in your life, and that has meaning to the people around you. So those are the places that I would start, is just know if you're watching this video, probably something has happened to you or to someone you love that you're trying to figure out what is sexual abuse definitions that you can work with.